Alongside our recent interview feature with two of Audi's most senior connected car execs, Connected Car magazine was supplied with an Audi A4 3-litre TDI Quattro S-Line in order that we could experience the latest Audi systems that Dr. Steiner and Marcus Keith were discussing with us. This car has a list price of just over £38,000, but as is commonly the case with press cars, this one came equipped with a full selection of options, resulting in an on-the-road cost for this particular car of over £51,000. That's quite a lot for a mid-range exec car, but we can't complain because we asked Audi to supply a car that demonstrated Audi Virtual Cockpit and the latest connected car technologies. To connect the car to the outside world, you need to SIM-equip the car, and this provided our first puzzle: where do you put the SIM? We gave in and read the manual and eventually found the car's SIM slot, though installing the SIM did involve some kneeling on the floor. Once we'd installed our 4G SIM, we were equipped to enjoy Audi Virtual Cockpit and Audi Connect to the full. Audi Connect is, by the way, a subscription-based service. In addition to the centre console-mounted screen, Virtual Cockpit features a 12.3-inch LCD screen, which can be customised to your preferences. The quality of both displays was beyond criticism, with crisp graphics and clearly some powerful graphics processors in action. Audi's navigation system is one of the most sophisticated we've yet used, and certainly the ability to switch to Google Earth mode on either or both displays was impressive and, it must be said, delivered a certain entertainment factor. Audi Connect, the system that connects the car to the outside world, provided us with online map updates and traffic information as part of the navigation system, and many other services such as airport-by-airport flight information, departures and arrivals, train services, parking information, the nearest petrol stations with up-to-date petrol prices, news, weather, entertainment including your Twitter feed, city events. While Audi Music Stream gets you internet radio for your car, and when you download the Audi MMI Connect app, you're able to access music on your phone. There's support for SMS, texting, and for those that want to mirror their smartphone, Audi provides support for both Apple Carplay and Android Auto. Both connected up perfectly, so it doesn't matter whether you're an Apple or Google smartphone user. And the car provided voice support for both Siri and Google, which is novel. To allow the car owner or driver to keep his passengers happy, Audi also allows you to set up a Wi-Fi hotspot for up to 8 devices. With a little menu diving, this was also relatively straightforward to do. Audi has an app, of course, called My Audi, which enables remote control of a number of functions and means that owners can use their smartphones to lock and unlock the doors, operate the optional heating, and view an up-to-date status report of their car. They can also check where the car is currently parked and how long it has been there. Drivers can see the status of the windows and doors, open or closed, the odometer reading, the fuel level in the tank and the car's operating range, service information, engine oil level, and any warning messages, and get directions to where the car is parked. And Audi also allows Apple Watch users to control some functions. And of course, Audi provides eCall for emergencies and breakdowns. Every system in this A4 worked as it should, and clearly, many hundreds of thousands of man-hours have gone into making this the case. However, for all the praise we can heap on this car and its systems, there is a proviso. During our time with this car in both normal everyday driving and specifically while we were going through the sequences necessary to film all of the entertainment and connectivity features, we had to work our way through very complex sequences. There's so much technology in this car and cars like it, but to use it you need to be very clever and very patient. And when you've made something work, you need to then remember how to make it work again the next time you want to use it. While filming, we had 3 different individuals driving the systems, all of whom are very tech savvy. Individually, and while we're in heads together we can work this out mode, we continually struggled to make the functions that we wanted to use and film work, flipping backwards and forwards between the 2 screens, the centre console-based MMI controller, steering wheel controls and several smartphones. How patient the average car user will be, we're not sure, but it may well be the case that only a fraction of the Audi's amazing tech gets used on a regular basis. This isn't a criticism aimed specifically at Audi. Every car company is now committed to delivering high-spec infotainment and connectivity to its customers. As a result, ever-increasing amounts of tech are being crammed into new cars in order to deliver new functions, applications, comfort, convenience and safety features. But this trend seems to be running ahead of the customer education and understanding processes. No matter how sophisticated the systems under the car's skin, the user interface needs to be super simple and super easy to use. When you're piloting a couple of tons of metal, plastic and glass along the road at urban or highway speeds, you simply cannot be struggling to work out how to check a flight time, how to switch from standard map style to Google Earth, or how to connect and enable a Wi-Fi hotspot. Or, as has happened to me in a different ADAS-equipped car, why the car has suddenly swerved or braked without you doing anything or knowing why it did. There's a parallel here with the early days of computing. The first PCs were extremely hard to use for the average person. Just trying to get a printer working was a nightmare. Then Apple came along and what do you know? The printer cable was colour-coded to a connector on the back of the computer. The entire user interface was, by comparison with the PC, a model of simplicity and clarity. The worst kept secret in the automotive sector is that Apple has been developing automotive technology. Is the car industry going to have to rely on a tech company such as Apple or Google to show it how to present in-car technology to the driver and passengers? That would seem a shame. So do the car companies need to slow down a little and do some more work to simplify the control processes? Yes, we think they do. But there's no stopping the relentless march of progress. And while I was talking with Dr. Steiner and Mr. Keith, they made it clear that the technology we're seeing today in cars like this A4 is only the starter. Advanced driver assistance systems and fully autonomous driving seem to be just around the corner. The new Audi Q7, which is already on the roads, is a high-tech car. But the new A8, due in 2017, is rumoured to be a quantum leap forward and will possibly be the first production car to feature Level 3 autonomous driving technology, which takes complete control of the car from the driver. That's the one we look forward to driving then, or not actually doing the driving, as the case may be.